Hey, what's up, people? Today we're going to be talking about this Epstein situation. Everybody's been talking about it, and everybody knows that what the DOJ has come out saying is complete bullshit. They keep changing the story. They've changed the story like 1,000 times since before the Trump administration, since when Kash Patel was about to become the FBI director, to now where the story is that, yeah, Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. He actually didn't traffic children. He just liked to diddle them a little bit, and there's nobody associated with Epstein. There's nothing fishy going on there at all, pretty much, other than him liking, 14-year-old girls. That's weird. That's wrong. But everything else, yeah, there's no powerful people involved in this. This isn't some massive conspiracy. It's a pathetic attempt to try to change the narrative. Apparently, Ghislaine Maxwell is in prison for trafficking children without any, clientele in terms of people buying that pussy. And everybody knows it doesn't make any fucking sense. This is the most pathetic cover-up there could possibly be. And it makes Trump look cowardly. It makes him look guilty, even like he was one of the people diddling kids. Like, I don't know, maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. I'm not here to make any accusations like that, but my main point about all this is I honestly think the average person was never meant to realize huge conspiracies like this, and the internet has opened these things up to everybody. People weren't supposed to realize how fucked the world is, how things really work, how there's a bunch of actors using blackmail as a weapon, that there's these huge international human trafficking operations, some of which traffic children for the purposes of blackmailing people in power. And at some point there will be a crackdown because of stuff like this, because you can't just lie to people and expect them to believe your lies, especially when you do a terrible job trying to cover up these massive conspiracies that everybody already knows about. The only way they're going to be able to combat these sorts of things moving into the future will be just massive misinformation all the time with AI, which some percentage of the population will believe it, and just not pushing out these narratives too much, just not talking about things like this, where again it goes back to being a very small subsect of weird conspiracy people on the fringes of the internet talking about all this shit, like Alex Jones, people like that. And yet nothing will change even if you have these people talking about these things. It's not like the masses are going to suddenly start watching Alex Jones. And even if they did, we're so ineffective and we don't really care that much. We just want to point out like, oh, this is terrible, but then we do nothing as a people. We don't, demand justice. We just complain and talk about how it's obviously a lie. So regardless of if people do know the truth on these sorts of subjects, basically everybody does now. You even have people like penguins coming out and talking about it. It still doesn't change anything. People won't demand for justice, and even if they do, it'll just be words. Nobody will actually try to figure this shit out. We just want to be upset. And so in a way, the Trump administration wins, and it's kind of sad, but yeah. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Smash the like button and subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.